Hello, crew. It's Average Gamer Wes, and I'm back playing another demo of a game that comes out in November next month, November 2023. It's slated for release at this stage, but this is Broken Roads, the demo of. Being an Australian, I've been looking forward to giving this one a try. I've been wanting to do this for ages, haven't had time until now, so I'm finally getting a crack at it. I haven't played it yet, so this is the first blind play of the demo of Broken Roads, but a game that's been developed in Australia. Apparently Australian voice actors, all that sort of stuff. So anyone that's interested in Australia and Australian gaming, this could be an interesting one to check out. But let's go jump in, check it out. Drop Bear Bites would like to acknowledge the Wadawurrung, Lutrawita, Turrbal, Boonwurrung, Darumbal, Wajak, Kabi Kabi, and Jinibara people, the traditional custodians of the land on which the game is made, and pay our respects to their elders past, present, and emerging. Alright, let's jump in and see what this is all about.
My nan called it the end of time. Dad called it a waste of good beer. Me, I called it another day in bloody paradise. It's been 100 years, or less, since society had its last hurrah. We've rebuilt, sometimes better, sometimes worse, with nothing but hardjacker and the sweat off our backs. There's been bloodshed too, of course. People who will always be willing to kill for what they do.
So it's turn-based.
But that's not most
Turn-based
of us.
combat.
We're the farmers, the brewers, the protectors and the builders, the people who keep this great land connected, one town at a time. So you survive. You make do.
So it's
You
post-apocalyptic.
live with tough choices and you don't look back. Because
Turn-based
the
strategy.
next town is 200 kilometres away, and mate, you passed the last refuge 3 days ago. There's no good or evil, no right or wrong. Only the path you choose to travel down these broken roads.
Interesting. I would have loved to have been a voice actor on this game. That would have been fantastic fun. Just from watching that intro, I'm getting Fallout 1 vibes. So this potentially could just be like an Australian version of Fallout 1, which Fallout 1, if you haven't played it, the original Fallout, one of my favourite games of all time. That was an amazing game the first time I played that when I was a young fella. Welcome to the Steam demo of Broken Roads. We're delighted to present the current state of the game, but there's still some time before release. This experience and many gameplay elements will be subject to change over the coming months. We'd love to hear your feedback via Discord or the form on the website. Every bug you find helps us make a better game. And of course, wishlist Broken Roads if you haven't already. Now, quit reading this rubbish and get stuck into it. The Drop Bear Bites team. Origin, appearance, morality, and statistics. Okay, so this is our origin story. We can be a hired gun. You grew up with a gun in your hand. If you wanted to eat, you shot what your parents told you to shoot. Starvation is a powerful motivator. It was that simple. They hired you out when you were in your teens, telling clients that a hungry kid shoots better. After a few years, you worked up the courage to run away, and you crossed the outback to make a new life for yourself. You even earned a bit of a reputation. That's why you weren't surprised when you were offered the possibility of a long-term gig with the Scouts at Bolly Hall. It's a mad world out there, and instead of trying to make sense of it, you've carved your place in it. You'll be damned if anyone thinks you'll just quit. So we get extra awareness, perception and insight, affects range, damage, accuracy, critical hit chance, dodge, and helps avoid ambushes, plus, and strength. Powerful energy affects melee, health points, movement, and intimidation checks. Starting skills, we get plus 10 to shooting mastery, and we get plus 5 to opportunist. Help yourself a free swipe at any... Okay, this is a bit of Dungeons and Dragons. Attack of opportunity as they move out of melee range. Okay. And then Rallying Cry is our unique perk. An ally gains plus 4 initiative until this character's next turn. There's a bit of D&D in this, it would seem. Surveyor, this is not available in the demo. Okay, so we can only play the hired gun, but a surveyor, for when the game releases, will have an awareness boost, an intelligence boost, vigilance, sage, and they have tracking. We can be the barter crew, so the charisma, or the jackaroo. Resolve, strength, tinker, biology, animal husbandry, and wifery. Wifery? Yeah. So for any of my non-Australian friends out there, a jackaroo, how would you describe a jackaroo? A jackaroo is basically like an outback person in Australia that lives off the land, works on farms, and basically works with their hands and does a bit of everything. Jack of all trades, maybe. So I guess we go the hired gun. We're going to be able to do appearance, or that might be locked. No, we got a little bit of appearance, so we can. Okay, we can choose from either of those four. We'll just go this guy. He looks the closest to me. What's a good Aussie name? Robbo. Morality. Introduction to the moral compass. Here we go. So we've got freedom to play how we want to play, I guess. The moral compass shows a 360-degree view of the possible dialogue options, attitudes you can hold, and decisions that you can make throughout your journey. It is divided into 4 parts: utilitarian, nihilist, Machiavellian, and humanist, with the gold arc representing your worldview, often overlapping different quadrants. Where a decision lies is not always clear-cut, and the borders matter. It's entirely possible to be a utilitarian focused on the greater good for all, which will suit options in that quadrant close to the humanist border. So utilitarian, humanist, nihilist, and Machiavellian. Likewise, you can be within the utilitarian quadrant, but tending far more to focus on the interests of your own group, with decisions tending towards the Machiavellian border. Broken Roads doesn't reduce things to simple right and wrong or good and evil, and this is reflected in how you can handle the scenarios you face on your journey. This sounds in-depth. Sounds very in-depth. Your worldview. The golden arc in the center represents your worldview. Each decision you make can affect your position on the compass, rotating the worldview slightly towards the decision you have made. At the center of the compass are the brightly illuminated areas of moral tendencies, which allow your character to make lower-level moral decisions or expressions of ideas that would otherwise fall outside of their worldview. Note that the further a decision is from the center of your worldview, the larger impact it will have on shifting it. Plus, the more decisions you make close to the center of your worldview, the more narrow-minded you will become, allowing you to make higher-level decisions. Conversely, selecting a wider range of choices will make you broad-minded, often allowing more options but making certain higher-level decisions and moral traits unavailable. Perks unique to characters of a particular alignment that can affect the dialogue or combat skills. The 4 moral quadrants. Humanist. Each person's dignity matters most. I choose all meaning and thus what matters, but what is inalienable is that every person has worth. For the humanist, each person's dignity matters most, simply through existing as being experiencing the world. Utilitarian, everyone's happiness combined matters most. The greatest good for the greatest number. I believe that everyone's happiness combined matters most, and thus can justify causing harm or suffering depending on the outcome. Machiavellian, my group matters most. The ends justify the means if it favors our pursuit and maintenance of power. As a Machiavellian, my group matters most, regardless of the costs to others. Nihilist, I matter most. Given there's nothing outside of each individual human experience, nothing ultimately matters, and that doesn't bother me. Thus, for the nihilist, I matter most. Wow. Okay. We're getting like real philosophical. Oh, okay. Is this... Oh, okay. So this is an example of it. Question. You just picked up a job to escort a captured thief. You get to talking and he tells you the sad tale of how he came to be captured. Sounds like he was not really the perp and actually makes a pretty good case for his innocence. He begs you to free him. So humanists would let him go free. You'll argue his case and at least prevent an innocent man from enduring mob justice. There'll always be more jobs down the track. The nihilist, you've been paid to do a job and you plan to see it through. Despite his appeal and potential innocence, prioritize your reputation and ensure you get paid. Utilitarian, promise him you'll plead his case. It doesn't serve anyone's interests to execute an innocent man, and it doesn't serve yours if he is in fact guilty. The best you can do is assure justice, and your rep stays intact. Machiavellian, tell him to make you an offer. You won't get the other half of your pay if you get to Brookton without him, and if you help him escape, your reputation as a hired gun could take a hit. So if we go humanist, you can see over here it swings. So at the moment we're just by default we're split with you between utilitarian and humanist. So if we go to humanist, it's obviously going to swing that way. If we go to nihilist, it's going to actually no, this is probably just these questions are actually going to build our backstory and starting traits, I guess. Well, I would go probably utilitarian if it was me. Promise him you'll plead his case. Yep, utilitarian. Done. Question 2. After a series of raids on caravans passing near your home, you put together a scouting party. You've caught a bandit leader and one of his raiders. The leader pleads for release, pledging to comply with your terms. Do you free him? Execute both of them on the spot. Better not to have that kind of headache. Utilitarian, take him back to town to stand trial. This is not your call to make. Humanist, escorting them far away, warning that if you catch them here again, they're dead. Machiavellian, telling him that you'll let one of them go free, him or his raider, and he gets to choose which one lives. Ooh, interesting. Oh, so a series of raids on caravans passing near your home. You put together a scouting party and we find them. So they're raiding caravans near home. We don't want that. We don't want that around our home, do we? Let's go to humanist. Escort them far away, warning that if you catch them here again, they're dead. A nearby townstead has a new chief and he's starting to flex his muscles. He sends an envoy with a threat. Pay tribute or suffer his wrath. He clearly has the military strength to back it up. Do you pay? Oh, geez, what do we do? If he thinks he can take it, let him come. You're not scared of his threats. That's nihilist. Machiavellian. Negotiate with the envoy and escort him back concealed. Your top fighters follow. In town, publicly execute the envoy, displaying his head on a spike. Warn the others to surrender their chief or face the same fate. Ooh, this is, wow, intense. Send scouts to see if he can enforce his demands. If he can, pay up. If he can't, send him a mocking reply and dare him to come and take it. That's humanist. Utilitarian. Send an envoy in return and try to negotiate with the new chief. War hurts everyone, and maybe you can work out a way to be of mutual benefit. I like that one. Utilitarian. A child in the village has started showing symptoms of the plague. The town chose to quarantine him and his family, but you caught him sneaking out of the house to play with other kids. That little mother. The nihilist, let him go with a warning. If he is contagious, you're all infected now too. If he's not, no harm done. Rally some neighbours and evict the entire family from town. Make an example of their carelessness. Utilitarian, send him back to his house under careful guard. The whole family will have to leave town if they continue to put everyone at risk. Return him to his house and explain to the family what will happen to the town if they're all infected. Make them see reason. Utilitarian. For sure. Question. You've been captured by people who've clearly gone mad, finding yourself in a pen along with a Jew farmer you've met before, a mercenary stripped of his weapons, and a terrified young family. The captors assemble a massive pyre, indicating their intent for a twisted sacrifice. Noticing guards' distraction, you're certain you can escape on your own, but every person you bring with you increases the chance you'll get caught. Oh, moral dilemma. Utilitarian. Take advantage of the distraction to try and get everyone out, saving as many as you can. Nihilist. Slip away on your own. The others will simply have to fend for themselves. Machiavellians. Convince the merc to come with you. The Jew farmer can likely find his own way out, but the family will be nothing but a liability. A humanist. Get the family out first. The other captives should be able to handle themselves. Oh, this is number 5 out of 6. I'm thinking between Machiavellian and humanist. Although they're complete opposites. One is get the family out first, one is screw the family. We'll go humanist. Last question. You've discovered a cache of pre-apocalypse supplies in an abandoned farmhouse. You can't carry it all back on your own, so you enlist a few friends from town to help. When you return to the cache, you find a group of emaciated scavengers in the process of looting the place for themselves. Do you let them take the supplies? Nihilist, no way. Threaten the scavengers, and if they don't hand over the supplies, kill them. Let them take the supplies, but secretly follow them back to their home. Once there, you can loot their other goods and kill them all. Morbid, dark. Humanist, let them go. They're starving and clearly need the supplies more than you do. Plus, they had no way of knowing you found them first. Utilitarian, tell them you found the place first and offer to split the takings. Better to get less than you wanted than to spill blood or get nothing at all. Utilitarian. All right, thank you. Please enjoy playing through your origin story. So that's how we figure out our origin stories. Now, attributes and skill trees. There are 6 attributes in Broken Road: strength, agility, resolve, awareness, intelligence, and charisma. Attributes are the basis for which skills and other statistics are derived. Each skill tree's starting values are calculated from 2 attributes: fortitude, strength, and agility; temperance, resolve, and awareness; and wisdom, intelligence, and charisma. Each origin story comes with unique bonuses. For hired gun, those are +1 to strength and awareness for a minimum of 2 in each attribute, +10 to shooting mastery, and +5 to opportunist. In the example to the right, with 8 in resolve and 13 in awareness, all skills in the temperance tree start off at 21. Shooting mastery is a bonus of 10 from the hired gun's background. In combat, movement points are derived from agility and strength, whilst action points are determined by agility and intelligence. Keep that in mind when distributing attribute points. The punt skill. One of the unique skills in Broken Roads is the ability to have a punt, essentially taking a risk on something uncertain. So, once again, for my non-Australian friends, having a punt is betting or gambling. Your player character has a pool of punt points. They can draw on these if they need to attempt a skill check that they will fall just short of, or if they want to increase the accuracy of a particular attack in combat. During dialogue, active skill checks will fall within the range of your character's skills. Plus, punt points will be displayed with a unique icon alongside the text. This will allow you to spend punt points for a chance to succeed at a task you would otherwise be unable to perform. Punt is derived from charisma plus any additional points added to the punt skill. Each additional skill point that doesn't directly equal 1 additional punt point, however. Skills attain different effects whenever a threshold is reached. In this example, the character has a rank 2 punt skill, increasing their punt from 32 to 50. Would place them at rank 3, and so on. Move your mouse over each skill or its rank to read their description. Okay. Little confusing. It's going to be one of those things that you sort of play through it, you'll figure it out. Attributes and skill trees. There are 6 attributes. Didn't we just read that? Yes, we did just read that. So, close out. Okay. Statistics. Right, here we go. So this is where we've got to do some stuff. To spend 10. So strength. Does movement points. Agility does movement points, but also attack stuff. Intelligence and charisma, temperance and wisdom. Let's go a bit of charisma. Two extra charisma. Resolve. Injures affects health points, damage reduction, resistance to certain. Get an extra one there. Let's get a little more agile. We definitely want to be a little more aware. We go 1 to intelligence. And then, yeah, we'll get strength up again. That'll do. Skills. Or we can auto assign as well. Oh, wow. Okay. Is that a Barbican? Shrug off damage like a brick shithouse. Defend yourself and allies and absorb portion of damage dealt to them. Get a bonus to armor when ending your turn next to an ally. Melee Master. Beat the heck out of someone with melee weapons. Opportunist. Help yourself to a free swipe. Yeah, we want a bit of that. 24. Stealth is not available in the demo. Throwing. Deadeye. We definitely want Deadeye. Definitely want to do a Deadeye attack. Drunken Master. You can handle your liquid courage and use it in a scrap. While being drunk, drink again to make 2 attacks on the nearest enemy. Gain a number of bonuses from consuming alcohol. Oh, hell yeah. Let's get drunk. Flow state, not available. Shooting mastery. Let's take that to 30. Vigilance. Keep your finger on the trigger and rise down the sights. Prepare an attack and fire the first enemy who moves within range. Just a little bit there. Biology. Couple to biology. Leadership. We got a couple to leadership. Punt. Couple to punt. Tinker. Just do a couple to tinker. Now let's go. Opportunist can be 25. And then let's just pump the next 2 into Barbican. That'll do. Start your journey. Here we go. All right. This is intriguing. There's a lot to it, that's for sure.
You made it. Good. My name's Jake Anderson, and this is Bally Hall.
Bally, not Bally. The sandy-haired man's face is sun-beaten and craggy, a testament to a life lived in the bush. Oh, it's not. Okay, so maybe the demo's not fully voice acted. Truth to tell, wasn't sure you'd make it. Between wildlife and the attacks we've seen, thought you might have met with someone with some misadventure. He swipes his nose.
So the job's simple and the pay's good. You'll ride along to Kokobee with a couple of my scouts as security for Cole, the engineer fixing our radio. At Kokobee, you'll be meeting Nick, the mayor of Brookton, and escorting them both back home.
It's an easy job, not expecting much trouble, but better safe than sorry, yeah? Doesn't wait for an answer. Let me introduce you around. Ella's over here. She's my second. My cousin, too. Her and her sister Mad, who's keeping watch from the crow's nest. Don't get on their bad sides.
New blood, eh, Jake?
The rangy woman's face is careworn and sunbeaten. She looks you up and down and raises an eyebrow. Hired gun for the trip to Kokobee. Figured it couldn't hurt. The situation being what it is, eh? Gonna be with you, so maybe you can give the tour. That would be good. Cheers. I don't need a minder. Pleasure to meet you. Or remain silent. Let's play the silent type. Quiet, eh? Good. We'll get along fine then. Can't stand useless chatter. You fancy seeing the place? Meet the colourful locals? Had a few questions first. Alright, let's have them. What's the biggest danger on the road? Likely a bandit or two, but most steer well clear when they see we've got guns. It'd be good to have you with us if things go sideways. Tell me more about these others. So you've already met the boss. That leaves Jonesy, Dreamer, and Mad. May as well say hi to Cole too, seeing as you'll be escorting him. I'm ready. Let's just go meet. Player and camera movement. To move your character around the map, left click on an area, while white circles will appear on the ground to show you what your character and party members are walking towards. Left click is also used to speak to other characters and interact with certain objects in the world. To indicate this, your mouse icon will change depending on what you're hovering over. To pan your camera, you can either push your mouse around the edge of the screen, use the WASD keys, or hold down the middle mouse and drag in any directions. Introduction to important tabs. At the bottom left of the screen are 5 icons. From left to right they are Party Management, Moral Compass, Journal, Map, and Menu. Click on each for further information. So we can zoom out and zoom in. WASD. Can't rotate the camera, it would seem. The Moral Compass. The Moral Compass keeps track of your current world. Yeah, we read about that. So, nope, can't rotate the camera, it would seem. Journal. The order of things. Meet Jonesy, Dreamer, Mad, and Cole. Your trusty journal records current active main quests and side quests, updates objectives, and keeps track of completed quests along your journey. You can view these quests at any time by opening the journal window and clicking the drop-down headers. The journal also keeps note of any key choices you've made throughout the quest for you to reflect on at any time. So obviously we just have that one. We just need to meet everyone. So escape to close. So
Get a chance to talk to everyone yet? No? Best get on it then.
yeah, that voice actor sounds familiar. I reckon whether I've heard him from ads or audiobooks or something. I don't know. Ella calls out as you near a young man, elbow deep in a pile of electronics. Oi, Cole!
Who's this then?
The gangly young man hurriedly wipes his hands on his coverall when he sees you. His carrot orange hair flops over his eyes as he gives you a broad grin.
Cole, meet your new protector. We need extra muscle for our trip to Brookton, given Jake and Jonesy are headed down Alderside way to see why they're so quiet. Hired this one on to keep an eye on you.
That's bloody fantastic. I'm just about done with the repeater array here, and should be powering up with the solar panels in no time. Get you scouts back up and on the network in a jiffy. It'll all get sorted once, and I can hit the market in Kokeby. And she holds her hands up. Steady there, Christmas. I was just making an introduction, one thing at a time. You raise all decide yet? Oh, crikey. No, not yet. That's why I mentioned Kokeby. See, your modulator's shot, and I don't have a spare. So it's a good thing we're headed up there. Once I get that modulator, everything else is golden, and you'll be right as rain. When do you want to head out? Well, he steps back and looks at his tools, the radio and the solar panels. I reckon whenever you're ready to go. I can clean up real fast. Meantime, I'll keep working on projects around here. Got nothing really pressing back in Brookton, I don't think. The scouts don't have a working radio then. Till we get this modulator sorted, might as well learn how to use passenger pigeons or reflective mirrors or something. You know, mirrors are great in the daytime. Well, the sunny daytime, but kind of worthless at night. And cloudy days. So, yeah, we need to get to Kokeby for a new part. Catch you later, Cole.
Time to chat on the way to Kokeby.
I'm sure we will. So what do we got here? So we've met Cole, Mad, Jonesy, and Dreamer. Got nothing else around here. The art style's beautiful. Actually, I really like the art in this. It's really unique. I definitely get that sort of, you know, Fallout 1, Fallout 2 vibes, but also... Oh, I can't remember the name of the game. It came out a few years ago. It was a top-down sort of adventure-y thing here. You're you're a cop, a washed up cop, but it won a bunch of awards. Oh, mental blank. I'm going to have to look that up. Where are the other people? I can't scroll any further that way. So that's leaving. Still 3 other people to meet. And we got camels. Oh wait, down here. Here we go. Just had to come further down here. Once we've cleared the fog of war. Anyone over here tending the camels? Ooh. Don't spit at me. So no, there's no one over here. Okay, the scrolling is slow. Can we speed that up? Show unavailable moral choices. Follow the player. Here we go. Camera pan speed. Camera drag speed. Camera zoom speed. Yeah, that's a little better. Here's someone. What on earth? Who's this fella? Who's this bloke?
Name's Jonesy, mate.
Jonesy! The tanned hooded man is busy cleaning a gun as you approach. He looks you up and down quickly, professionally, and then back to his weapon. So that's Jonesy. Jake hired him to give us a hand on the way to Kokeby. He's pretty new to the life. Got tips for him? If anyone can remember the name of that game that I'm talking about, same top-down angle. You're a detective in a like real. I don't know what was it. No, was it? I don't think it was post-apocalyptic. It was just futuristic. It's almost. Yeah, and there was heaps of like moral choices to that too. Why am I drawing a blank on it? I'm an idiot. New gun for the good days, eh? Glad to hear it. You ever used your weapon on a person before? Yeah, loads of times. Lie. Yeah, loads of times. Not yet, hoping I don't have to. Lie, not yet, hoping I don't have to. None of your goddamn business. Well, I'm a shooter. I'm going to lie and say... No, I'm going to be a gun nut. I'm just going to be trying to hide my psychopathic gun nut tendencies. Bad news, mate. You chose the wrong line of work for that, especially if Jake hired you. Means he's worried about something. He looks you up and down more carefully, but he wouldn't have done it if he didn't see something in you.
So my advice is this. Time comes to throw down. Don't blink. None of the Deros out in the bush would. It's them or you. I made the mistake of trying to be kind once.
Is that the same voice actor as the other guy? It feels like it is. Look, Drop Bear Studios, if you guys want someone else to do some voice lines in this, I am available. I 100% am available. Right here. He pulls down the top of his shirt to show a nasty scar running across his chest. Here's how she repaid me. He shakes his head sadly. When they've sunk that low, the only help for him is hot lead. So now we've got some of these decisions. Humanists, surely we can find a way to help them? What if we organised supply drops so they weren't so desperate? Maybe they could get help rebuild? Hell, that's a good cure for just about anyone. Yeah, so it shows you where it shifts to. Interesting. And if I keep on this one, I'll become more and more narrow-minded. So that's like the, down here, that's like how broad or narrow-minded you are. This is cool. This is a cool mechanic. I like it. Supply drops. Mate, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but everyone out here is barely scraping by. No room for charity when you're a bad day away from starvation. You want to be generous? Give them a quick death. Hate to ruin this heady discussion, but I'm supposed to keep squirring our friend here around. You and Jake headed back to Brookton after Alderside, yeah? Yeah, gonna swing by and see me old man. Gotta update him on the kill count. Building a fearsome reputation, huh? Nice. Kill count? Sure, if that's your thing. Gotta break a few eggs to make that new world cake. There we go, Machiavellian. Yep. Good for me and Brookton both. If Darrow's here, that some place is under my protection, I want them to think twice about
Don't
hitting
let him
it.
fool you. Under that bloodthirsty exterior lurks, well, the heart of a killer. But under that, not a bad guy. Not if he's on your side. Well, unless you're a farmer. Then you should lock up your wife and daughters. Livestock too.
Ah, you know me so well, Ellie. Except the livestock thing, no one can prove that.
He turns to you and points his thumb over his shoulder at her. Watch out for her. She's secretly not always mean. Meet Jonesy completed? Pff, bullshit. I'm made of mean. I'm made of mean. Anyway, like I said, we've got to keep moving. You have anything more to talk to Jonesy about? I'm
Catch
good.
you.
I'll talk to you later. We don't need to go super in depth for the demo playthrough. And last but not least, we have young woman as you approach. Dreamer! Give the fresh meat a wave, will ya?
Fresh meat? For dinner? You know I gave up human flesh, Ella. Oh, I missed you. They call me Dreamer.
You used to eat people? Just pulling your leg, mate. Never eaten human flesh. Well, yet. You look young to be here. Old enough to shoot, old enough to drink, old enough to get married. If that's the life I wanted.
Dreamer, the farmer's wife, the merchant's trophy, station manager's bed warmer. Sounds glamorous.
She waves off the comment like shooing a fly. But instead, I chose to be out here in the bush with these Deros. Beats choking on city air. Deros? I'll show you Deros, you cheeky bludger. It's clear she's got a soft spot for Dreamer. Pleased to meet you. Oh my, I haven't seen manners like that since I left Meriden. You're a beacon of civilization. She beams. Mate, it's a pleasure to meet you. Working with these Deros all day can be rough. Deros, again! Dreamer, you're starting to hurt my feelings.
Anyway, my job here, such as it is, consists of two main gigs. What I do best is convince people to save their bullets. I diffuse fights, make sure people get along, keep their blood inside their skins. The other job? Cleaning up this mess.
Elle's just showing me around. Before you go, use a hand with a couple of things. Oh, really? And Jake wants you to get some time in at the firing range. Make sure as good as you are, you know. As good as you say you are, you know. Quick
Last
smile.
fella was a bit of a legend in his own lunchbox. Now he's dead. Better to know up front if someone's aim is a bit shit. Corpses aren't so great at self-improvement.
She glances towards Jake, who's heading down the prep. We've got time. What do you need? Yeah, sure. Happy to help. Appreciate the help. She turns around to survey the camp. Let's see. Jake wants you to get your gun hand warmed up. Then I need some scrub cleared out of the paddock and the tub filled with water. Easy peasy. That's it. Great. I have some other questions for you. You know, let's talk about something else. Got to get back to
Later.
it. Bye. Okay. So, what have we got now? So that's... Oh, we haven't met Mad yet. But we've got side quests. Clear the scrub from the camel paddock. That's back over to the right. Try a little target practice to the right. With Jonesy, refill the water in the bathtub. Where's the bathtub? Did we see a bathtub? Oh, let's here he is. That must be Mad up the top. Let's go see him while we're here. She gestures the river. Look up there in the crow's nest. That's my sister Mad. She'll be staying behind, I should say, when the rest of us range out on our jobs later.
Mad, new hired gun. Going to be coming with Mishti and me to Kokobee.
The woman in the watchtower wears drab brown clothes, loose and comfortable. Her face is hard, her build muscular. She looks like she wrestles roos for fun. She scowls down from the makeshift turret. You babysitting Ella, or is she sitting you? I'll keep an eye on her for you. Hope you do a better job than the last one, poor fucker. Like I'm the one who needs a sitter, Mad. Wasn't that long ago I was changing your nappies. She turns to you. You ready to move on and meet the others? Yeah. Fuck you, Ella, she says without rancor. Hey, before you go, new kid, I need you to make sure the perimeter is secure before you all head out. Don't want any unpleasant surprises. What do you need? Not going to run your mouth then? We'll get along fine. She chews her lip for a moment, studying the fence and points. I want you to walk the circle round the outside of the fence. Check it for holes. If a dingo can fit through, call it out and we'll patch it up. No need for you to get your precious hands dirty. Just need your eyes. Just walk the fence. Too easy. Yeah, pretty hard to fuck up, so don't. Now go on, get moving. She settled back in the chair and eyes the horizon.
That's all we're gonna get out of her. Come on.
Alright.
Let's go.
Well, here's the firing range, so we can go and do that to start with. Let's get a little glimpse at what the combat's like. Target practice, for sure. It's going to show me what you've got. Get stuck into it. Okay, here we go. Optimal range. Different weapons are more effective depending on the distance from the target. Pistols and shotguns work well up close. Rifles from a medium distance and sniper rifles better from a little further away. Experiment with different weapons at varying distances to work out the optimal range. Your shooting mastery and deadeye skills will improve. Sorry, your mastery will also affect the damage and accuracy as you improve them. Okay. 81%, 32%, 71%. So, take a shot at this one first, huh? Do I have... So what have we got? Reload, show, info, end turn. Okay, so this is the order of things in round 1 and 2. Okay, so we've had a good shot there. Not enough action points. But I can move, but I don't really want to move because we're pretty good for the accuracy on that. So, end the turn. Now, obviously the mannequins aren't going to move, but we can finish it. Oh, no, got it. And now we should move back a little. Have a better chance at, oh actually, no, down there, line of sight. They're in cover. So now do we have... It's only 32% chance. Why... Is it because of cover? What are we at now? 81%. Must have been because of the cover. Don't have enough action points to go again. Oh, I'm going to have to reload after this shot. You need to reload. You've fired the last round of your weapon and must now reload. There is infinite ammunition Broken Roads, but reloading does come at the expense of action points, with the amount of action points consumed depending on the specific weapon. Below your currently equipped weapon, you can see each remaining round as a bright bullet icon. They are currently all dimmed as your ammo is spent. With each shot you take, the reload button shows how many rounds you'll gain, and the tooltip displays the action point cost for it. Action point 1 is switch to weapon. I can switch to that. Reload. Okay, we had time to reload at least. And now we take on you. Melee weapons. When using a melee weapon from a distance, if the target is reachable, your character will approach them, spending movement points to get within attack range. Certain weapons cannot be fired at a point-blank range, forcing an enemy to move away, incurring a possible opportunist attack with your melee weapon. Ah, yeah, okay. Oh, I actually did switch. Whoops. Get in there. Melee. Stabby stab. Not bad, mate. Good to have you on board. Hey, Ella, you might not be the resident sharpshooter much longer. She says nothing, but gives Jonesy the most tired of your shit stare you've ever seen. She's a charmer. Okay, so that's the shooting range done. We need to find the bathtub. And then we have to go and walk the fence. And something about cutting the scrub down out here with the camels, right? Is it this?
This scrub looked like it's invading the camel's enclosure, and
the narrator's back.
Resting without getting pricked. It wouldn't take you long to clear it out. The
Remove
job
it.
only takes a few minutes, and the paddock is cleared. The scouts will no doubt be happy with your handiwork.
That narrator is so Aussie. I love it. That's awesome. Where's the feckin' bathtub? How do we miss... There's the toilet. What happens if we go to the toilet? Nothing. Oh, what do we got here? Sound effects. Nothing but sound effects. Doesn't... no, I can't see in there. Oh, there's a bathtub. Walked straight past it. Walked straight past it a bunch of times.
There's only a small amount of grimy water left in the tub. Those camels are going to need something to drink.
Ah, so that's for the camels to drink.
You quickly fill the tub, providing clean drinking water for those noble beasts. You're already a hero, a real hero. Good on ya.
Good on ya. Alright, let's go and check out the holes in the fence, eh? Nice looking guitar. We seen any holes in fences? Perimeter looks good so far. Is this a problem? Hey, here's something. I'll stop to inspect the small hole in the fence. Everything's falling apart. Mab will need to patch this one properly. Mishty, you hear me? Tell Mad's got a proper patch job to do out here, would ya? He's gonna love that. Did we miss any others? No, everything else looked alright, didn't it? That was, yeah, that was the worst. That was the worst part there. Oh. Oh. Oh, is that a brown snake? One of the most deadly snakes on the planet. Everything else is looking alright. That. What about this? Another brown snake. Notice the board coming loose. Found something. What? Looks like a loose spot over there. Nice find. I reckon a new bolt or two is all she needs. This thing's been patched up since, geez, well, since before, I reckon. Might be. There's not even a single piece of the original wall still here. Well, let's keep moving. Snakes everywhere. Hold up. She stops motion and says, a small pile of dirt next to a shadow hole. What do you reckon it is? Dingoes. Little bastards have been trying to dig their way in since Mishti turned one place into a chook farm. Well, I reckon that's enough to keep Mad off for us while we're away. Nice work. Oi, Mad, found 3 lovely jobs. Should keep you from falling asleep while we're gone. Snarl something intelligible and turns away. Well, your eyes work and you can follow instructions. So far, so good. Party rep. Right, let's head back and check with the others. Cole's got to be done by now. All the way back around. The good old Aussie outback, huh?
Heard you having your chin wags with everyone. How you finding Ella? She's rough round the edges, but then we all are. It's why I like to have her squire people around. Anyway, what'd you think of the place?
Good sightlines. You can see enemies coming a long way off. Bit of a shithole. Place is held up well. Decorate it yourself. It's alright. Bit of a shithole. He looks mildly offended. Hard to keep the place up when there's no factories turning out supplies, eh? But it's not like you'll be staying here long.
Anyway, if you're done with that, time to get Cole up to Kokobi. Like I said before, should be safe and easy. Once you get there, meet up with Mick. He can be a real charmer, or he can be a right bastard. He's a hard man.
Gotta be a
It's
Mick.
best not to bullshit him. He's Jonesy's adopted dad, if that gives you any idea what he's like.
You'll be going with him back to Brookton. Jonesy and me will come. We'll meet you there once we've finished up at Alderside. Anything else you need from... What'd they say? Bally Bally. Not Bally Bally. Nah, let's get out of here. Ready to go to Kokeby? You sure you're all set? Don't want to wrap anything up here first, I'm sure. Let's head out. Misty won't be happy that you didn't give her a hand with those tasks. What? What, you mean the stuff I asked her to do? Ella just stared at him and he grins. Okay, best of luck with everything. We'll meet you in Brookton once we're done. Jonesy, grab your gear. We're rolling out. Same. We're on the way then. She shouts the other two. Cole, dream up. Let's get on the road. You know the drill, Ella. Stay safe. Don't be stupid. No wuzzes, Jake. None of the stupid leaked into my side of the family tree. We're all set.
I would be deeply offended if I were smart enough to understand that, I'm sure. But look, keep your skin in one piece, yeah? This goes double for you, Mishti. If you're outside the gate, you don't let your guard down.
He turns to face you. You too, new kid. If all else fails, listen to Ella. She'll steer you straight. Got it, Chief. See you later. And here we go. We're away.
You're not even an hour away from Bally Hall when you spot a makeshift cart on the road. A man lies motionless on the ground. A sobbing woman cradles his body.
Ella, are you seeing this?
The young man, sitting off the side of the road, is rocking back and forth, a pistol held unheeded in one hand.
Oh.
Neither he or his mum appear to have noticed you, lost in their own personal tragedy.
Things could get dicey. Hang back while we check this out.
You got it, boss.
Let's go sort the gun out first, huh?
Stay back. I've got a gun.
Points the pistol loosely in your direction. A mop of dusty brown hair hanging down into his eyes. He shakes his head to clear his vision. He can't be more than 18 years old. Yeah, what type? Machiavellian? Yeah, so have I. Why don't you put it down and we'll talk? Humanist, hold your empty hands. I'm not here to hurt you. Just take a deep breath. You don't understand. His arms seem to lower of their own free will. I just killed someone. He raises his arms again. They're shaking. I could kill you too. Who was that man? Did he attack you? He scrubs his face with one hand. No, you've got it all wrong. He was... Points the gun at you with renewed ferocity. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, Misty takes a step. Her hands up. Hey, let's have a chat, alright? Let her take the lead. Yeah, let her take the lead. We've all done things we regret, right? One split-second decision and it seems like it's all over. But it's not. You're still here. And that means you have a chance to make it right. You don't know what happened. What I did. He gestures wildly with the pistol. Ella's expression doesn't change, but she widens her stance. I killed him. My own dad. And all because he... She takes a step closer, ignoring the loaded pistol being waved in her direction. Hey, it's okay. What's your name?
I'm Will.
He's struggling and just clearly took a lot. And just that clearly took a lot. You're not responsible for what your dad did, Will. Her soft voice is sympathetic.
No, it wasn't like that. He asked me to.
He looks at you, wild
Said he was
panic in his
holding me and
eyes.
Mum back. That we'd never make it to Meriden at this rate, so he asked me to make sure she makes it. And I shouldn't even be alive.
Oh shit. Remain silent, shoot him in the leg, rush to him and try and wrench the gun from his hand. Reach out a hand to stop him. Wait. She won't make it if you're dead. His hands tremble and his arms. He drops the pistol and slumps to the ground, his head in his hands. Okay, we picked up the pistol. He picks up the pistol and checks the cartridge and tucks it into a belt. He'll be safer without that around for now. We done here? If they get attacked, they'll be defenseless. Do we get paid? If we leave it, he'll off himself. Any idiot can see they've got nothing worth stealing except this. She pats the pistol. Now get a wriggle on. We're moving out. Oh, okay. We're just bailing. That's cold.
Cole, you ready? Let's go.
Hey, you did good back there.
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet someone else who's willing to believe that a bullet to the head won't solve all the world's problems.
Maybe they'll be in a position to repay the favour later on. Sometimes we make bad decisions, but it doesn't mean we have to keep making them. We're all just doing our best out there. If saving one life means saving two, it's definitely worth doing. Maybe they'd be in a position. Her hands drop to her side. Ella smirks and turns away. Let's keep going. Okay. Ah, so does it just present you with little encounters while you're travelling along the way, maybe? You get your little moral dilemmas.
Welcome to Kirkby Way Station. Now we've got Cole here. All we need to do is wait for Mick to arrive, then escort the two of them back to Brookton. He should be arriving any minute now. Any minute now?
I'm going to check the radio tower and catch up with Dustin. He's usually got modulators up the wazoo. I'll be down there if you need me.
There he
There
goes.
he goes.
Never a dull moment with Cole around.
It's so weird hearing the Australian accent in games. She doesn't quite smile, but her face takes on a slightly softer edge. I'll introduce you to Tina. She runs this place. Good person to know if you're looking for work.
Oi, Tiny!
So we gotta go over there, do we? Talk to that person? Report back to Dream. Oh, I didn't report back to Dreamer. That's what I missed. Whoopsies. Meet Tina at Kokobi Way Station. There's a lot of people around. Assume this is Tina?
Welcome to Kokobi, stranger.
The effervescent teenager in an outdated conductor's uniform salutes you neatly as you approach. A polished silver whistle swings on a chain at her hip. Tina, g'day. We're just here to pick up some parts for the radio, then we're headed down to Brookton with Mick and Cole. Thought we'd say hi while we were here. She gestures vaguely at you. This here's a hired gun. Jake reckoned we could use the extra hand there. Now you've been introduced. Ask Tina about the pest problem. Ella Mishti, always a pleasure. Even younger. Mick's not here yet, but you're just in time. I got a little bit of a pest problem, and I'm hoping you can see me clear. Tell me more about the pest problem.
We hired a mercenary, Ian Mason, to help protect the town.
Oh, there's a kangaroo. Look. Oh, there's kangaroos. Problem is, he won't get lost. Claims we have a contract. She gives him the finger, keeps it up. Lazy extends arm to do the same.
I want you to convince him to move on. Go terrorize someone else. And to stop being such a fucking crybaby.
I'm a little girl and my big brother's not here.
Go sit on a rusty spike and rotate, you old filthy bastard.
I love the... Oh, the writing's great.
So yeah, I want him gone, thanks.
I'll take care of him.
Looking forward to your problem-solving capacities.
There we go. How are we going to do... Oh, what options have we got to take care of this fucker? Where was he? Down here. Alright, Ian.
I'm busy.
He has the stance of someone who's seen other people with military training, but never been through it himself. He reeks of sweat, and his camo is obviously the wrong colour for the surrounding terrain.
What do you want, kid? Looking
for a
for a
real
real
man.
man to show you how to use a gun?
In your dreams, mate. Tina wants you to move on, mate. What's your deal? Ever thought about joining up with the Scouts? Need a hand? What's your deal? My deal? He spares you an amused glance. My deal is that I'm the only thing standing between these bogans and a slow death in the sun. There'd be no Kokobi if I wasn't protecting the whole place. Everyone would be too scared to set up shop, like you and I would have crawled through under a rock to limp here. Actually, I'm pretty sure protecting the people in the place around here is what we do. The Merc ignores her. Tina wants you to move on. I don't give a fuck what Tina wants. She hired me, and I've kept my end of the bargain, protecting Kokobi. It's going to take more than you and your 2 little nursemaids to change my mind. There's got to be something you want, mate. What can we do to convince you? I can't make you leave, but you're wasting your talents here, don't you think? There are all kinds of places you'd be appreciated and paid more. Alright, well, let's lean into the utilitarian option. Narrows his eyes across his arms. He works his jaw, and you can tell he's getting ready to bring out the big guns. I have a contract. A merc's word is his worth. I go back on that, I'll never work again. How about we settle this the old-fashioned way? I'm tired of this. You're never going to work again as it is. Attack. You'll never get work again if you're dead either. Yeah. How are you going to protect all these people if you get yourself killed by running your mouth? Way I see it, you're making a damn good case for why the world will be better off without you. Oh, I like the first one. His face curls up, scowling as he gets your meaning. Sounds like you're the one angling to get yourself killed. A humanist? Look, mate. You're an arsehole to everyone. Me, I've got the patience of a saint. Someone less patient would have pulled a gun on you by now. Utilitarian. Keep in mind, mate, we're with the scouts. Think they'd let you kill us with no consequences? Think some other meaner bastard than me will put up with your bullshit? Yeah, utilitarian.
I've had enough of your threats. I don't take shit from
Uh-oh.
anyone. Least of all, a 2-bit mongrel too dumb to know his fucking place.
Battle time. Oh shit, I didn't realise he had teammates. Oh crap. Alright, well here's our first taste of battle. Hey Skip, can you get on this? Give me a hand. That'd be great. Oh, the music. How good's the music? So, who have we got first? Here, Ella. So she's got a sniper rifle, which is not going to work at all. This close up, which is annoying. And if I move, he'll get an attack of opportunity. So, we have a crack at this fella. Skills and items. So we can sprint, which transforms all remaining action points into movement points. Intimidate, forces an enemy to retreat. Skill description, okay, yep. Barbican, we've got Deadeye, we've got leadership and vigilance. Frag grenade, ooh, 14 to 20 hit points. Fucking grenade in between those two. Drop that right there. Boom! And that was action points, so I can't shoot now because I don't have any action points left. So I guess we can... Vigilance. Keep your finger on the trigger, eyes down the sights. Prepare to attack and fire at the first enemy who moves within range. Oh, no, that's, yeah, I figured that'd be action point again. So I guess we end our turn. Now we've got Dreamer, who has... She can attack him, yep. Take a shot at Ian for 9 points. Now we've got me, who... Yeah, fuck him. Another shot at Ian. Gotta get rid of this Ian fella. Oh, she hurt him. Oh, no attacks of opportunity. I guess because they both had their attack. Oh, he's gone the stabby stab and he's missed. Oh, to hit. Oh, damn it, he did. So he's got a bolty or a single fire rifle. Not going to be able to get him. Can we... Yeah, I like the way it gives you the sight lines as well. I'm going to move over to here and go boom. What? What was that? Son of a bitch. Do we go for him or him? Boom. And we'll get back over here. End the turn. Oh, attack of opportunity. I gave it to him, but he missed. But we can... Boom! You dead, bitch. So, don't need to reload yet. He's back into it. Getting stabby again. He's missed. Me now. 62%. Coming for you. 89%. Take that. And now we're gonna... Teammates cannot be attacked. Let's move over here a little bit so we can get a better... 85% and we missed. Too close. I'm gonna have to switch to that. You ever played Knifey Knifey? Critical hit. Oh, critical, we get double. Yep. Yep, 2 attacks for a critical hit, and boom, see you later. Could have gone better. Still, maybe we stopped him hurting someone else later on. You're damn right we did, realistically, I wanted to see what the combat was like. Do we search? We do search. So, parties inventory, bandages, we definitely want the bandages, and we might as well take the knife. What's he got? Oh. He's got, what's that? Radio parts. Don't we need radio parts? Take more bandages. Another grenade for sure. Let's take the shotgun and the knife. So you can't stack weapons. Hunting rifle? Damn straight. What's that? For some reason, wildfire grenade didn't want to let me move around on anything there. And now we go back and talk to Tina. Sorted your problem for you, Teen.
G'day! What can I do for you?
Took care of the merc for you. I hope he didn't have any friends who'll come looking for him. I mean, I doubt it. The guy was the be-all and end-all of arseholes, but still. Dags clumped together. Guess I just hope you'll be here if his mates come along too. Still, you did what I asked, and that counts for a lot. Plus, I'll never have to listen to him snoring through Midnight Watch again. She lets out a sigh, all the tension draining from her body. Finally, I feel like this place is on the up and up. Thanks again, friend. She holds out a hand to shake yours. Shake her hand. Here's to the beginning of a beautiful partnership. So, any idea when Mick's going to arrive? You're new to this area, aren't you? Her tone is sympathetic. Mick's a force of nature, like a cyclone or a dust storm. When he's here, you'll know. Oh, you'll know, alright. Don't forget he's the one paying us today. Come on. What's life without a little bit of fun at your employer's expense? She pauses. Actually, don't answer that. I don't want to know. What's with the outfit? Sorry. I couldn't hear you over the sound of how awesome I look. She swings the chain of a whistle around her finger, making a faint wah 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 noise. Her customary smile takes the sting out of her words. I found it when I was cleaning out those trains for people to stay in. It was tucked away under the console in the cab, then it was waiting just for me. No, I thought it suited me anyway. Yep, okay, enough of that chit chat. And look at that, right on time. If only means half a day late. Big overdressed man walking from where they hitched the camels.
Hello there, Tina. Lovely as the day is long, as always.
It is the same voice actor.
We would have been here sooner, but, well, let's just say it's been an eventful day.
It certainly has. Had some excitement in the morning. Had to deal with some diplomacy after that. Not a bad day's work, if I say so myself. I suppose introductions are in order. I'm Mick Jones, and this is Jess Brown. Runs Brookton's barter crew when I'm needed elsewhere. So, you're a new face in this crowd. You into forging alliances, or do you prefer to rough it alone? Utilitarian, you've got to stick together if you want to get anything done. A group has more bargaining power than one person alone. Do you want my actual answer, or the answer I think you want? Utilitarian. Yeah, okay, William Hamilton. Just don't go on strike on my watch, eh? She gives him a long, suffering look and sighs. On that note, I think I'll go check in on Frida. She gives you a friendly nod. Pleasure to meet you. This the quality recruit you're accepting these days? Ella gives him a one-shouldered shrug. He frowns. Though, speaking of new recruits, he adjusted his coat and nods to Mishti. Young lady, you're looking well. Me? I'm off for a quick squiz at the goods. Got to keep my hand in. Let me know when you're ready to head off to Brookton. No worries, we took care of Tina's pest problem, so we're free as. Scouts, free? What do I pay you all that good money for then? He grins at her, shakes her head and sighs. He gives you a jaunty salute. See you shortly. She smiles and waves her at his departing back, then speaks in a low voice. Must be a lucky day. We got old Charmer Mick. On bad days, it's the old bastard. She puts her hand down, and it's clear it's not going to look
Let's
back.
finish up and get on the road.
Talk to Mick to travel to Brookton. Okay, how do we get on the road? The order of things, we've done all that. That's completed. The Descent of Man. Talk to Mick to travel to Brookton. Alright, where'd Mick go? Let's do that. Let's just not stuff around in here. It's just the demo, and I just want to give you guys a quick insight into what it's like. We'll take you to Brookton when you're ready to go. I'm all done, ready to Brookton. Yep. Grants and Strauss, you need to make sure we're all squared up with Tina before we roll out. Gonna get moving. Any last Duvalakis you want to force into my pockets before we call it quits? She cocks her hand on her hips and stares at him right in the eye. I don't know, mate. It's been a long day. Not sure if I have the energy to haggle with a stubborn old mule. He feigns outrage. Why, you cheeky apple biter. I ought to. Right, then we're on the road. We'll see you in a bit, eh? He gestures at you to follow. Come on, the sooner we get back to town, the sooner you can buy me a beer. Head to Brookton. See if we get another encounter. What do we got here? Well now, he cracks his neck and gives himself a little shake. It's getting late, but here we are. You should have a look around town, introduce yourself to the locals. Never hurts to know who you're dealing with, especially if you're planning on heading out this way often. Thanks, I will. Come on, I'll show you around. No encounters that time, eh? Alright. Well, that's the first hour of the demo of Broken Roads. That was cool. That was fun. The morality system's really cool. I didn't mind that at all. It's the dialogue's cool. The lines are really, really cool. It's very Aussie, and it's very strange to hear the Aussie accent in a game that looks and feels and plays this well. I think it'll be a lot of fun when it comes out. So it comes out in November. So if I can get through the backlog of games I've got to play, I'll be looking forward to spending some time with this and seeing what the storyline is and how it all plays out. Because I think it'll be pretty cool. I've enjoyed this first hour of the demo. It's a nice change of pace from a lot of the normal games I play. So if you like turn-based combat and strategy, and this top-down, I guess it's going to be narrative-driven, but with a lot of freedom of choice of how you want to play your character. You know, I guess there's experience, so there'll be skill trees and perks and stuff like that you'll unlock. So I think there'll be a lot of moral freedom in how you want to play it. So I'm looking forward to it. But that's Broken Roads. So wishlisted on Steam. Have a look at it. Like I said, I think it's November. It comes out at some point. So keep an eye on it. Thanks for hanging out.